Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We're live. Live and alive.
That's right. And it's Sunday for most of the world, except for those of you who are living in the future. It's Monday for you.
Yes. And we're coming earlier and earlier. And I think this is the earliest we've ever showed up, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's actually still daytime here. It's weird.
I know. That's what it looked like in the daylight.
Yeah. See,
right?
this lights up this
Hold on.
studio here.
You got a cat out?
We got somebody let the cat out. Wow, I'm getting a lot of sun happening here. All right.
Hold on.
Well, we're waiting for some people to come in so we can talk with them. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
That sounds good. We want to today what we're trying to do is enough about me. What do you guys think of me? No, actually, it's going to be about you. And so don't be shy. Come on up and tell us about you. And tell us if you have some channels with content. We'd like to see that as well. And hear about it. What are you working on? You know, we've got a bunch of filmmakers out there, independent filmmakers. So it's really exciting. Some of the people that come on our program. And let's see. I'm going to do a little bookkeeping here. See what's going on. Opening some mail, I think, in the background. We've got all sorts of interesting office noises going on. And I think most of our fans are probably night owls, you know.
They're not fans. They're friends.
Friends and family. I meant families. Okay. All right. Well, we got a couple people out there in YouTube land. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? YouTube land. Oh, there he is. We got our first. That guy looks shockingly like me. I think somebody's trying to impersonate me. Wait, we have somebody else here. We have Steen is here. And he's good morning out there. All right. And we gotta take we're in digital delay a little bit.
God, what does that mean? Can he translate it?
Wow, we got to get my Google Translate out. You'll have to forgive me. I'm still having problems with the English language, so it's still sometimes challenging to me. You have to use Mr. Lips and Mr. Tongue sometimes to get those words out. But we're glad that you're here. And what else is going on? We are.
All right, here I am. Hey.
Oh, okay.
All right, we got another friend. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you today?
Pretty good. You're looking good. I like your stick figure there.
Yes, I guess she hasn't set up her YouTube, but she watches. You know, not everybody has to have a channel. Some people can just enjoy watching
I know
other
she
people.
watches a lot of the.
Yeah, she's a very faithful friend, and we like that a lot. All right, here we go. Hi, how are you?
That's Steen. Are you a first time?
Let me get my phone to kind of see.
We're gonna see if we
channel.
Yeah, maybe we can do a little Google Translate or something like that. What else is going on? Well, we're broadcasting. It's a nice day. It's kind of windy out here in Hollywood. You just hear the wind blowing out there. It's definitely autumn. But, you know, in Brazil, it's springtime because they're on the other side of the equator. Oh, Metal Music Maniac is here.
Yay, hello.
What it be, G? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We're hanging tough. That's it. Now, what's my favorite album? Corliss asks. God, that's such a good question.
Mhm.
I'd probably have to give you a list of about 500 just to be equitable about it. But, I like the classic rock music. What can I tell you? Anything from the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Who, Led Zeppelin, David Bowie, Bruce Springsteen, Kiss.
If you're asking me, I like James Taylor. I like Barry Manilow. I like Celine Dion. That's what I like. How about you, Metal Music Maniac and Steen? What do you like? What kind of music do you like?
Do you like backgammon?
Oh, I do. I actually do like backgammon. I have a really cool game, right?
Yeah, like the suitcase
is.
one. It's probably in
Yeah.
our other son's bedroom. He used to play it, so he put it in there with the games.
All right.
And Justice for All album. I remember the movie with Al Pacino and Justice for All. Who recorded the Justice for All? You kind of stumped me on that one.
Really? You got stumped? That's the
It might be a
hardest thing to
genre.
do.
It might be a genre of music I'm not familiar with. Maybe it's probably a metal band.
This one you're definitely familiar with.
Pink Floyd. There you go.
Yes.
Yes. There.
Da-na-na-na.
Yeah. Another Brick in the Wall. We talked about it last week, how it was banned in South Africa because they thought it was anti-education, but it was actually this anti-sarcastic treatment of children.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a lot of abuse that goes on in schools, especially back in the day. So it was Pink Floyd is a great band. They're very theatrical. It's almost like they use the recording studio as their canvas as they create these amazing theatrical pieces of music.
Yeah, so you play backgammon then? I love that game. It's really fun. It's about skill, and it's also about luck because you have to roll the die, and if you don't get a good number, it doesn't matter how much skill you got, you still need the luck. So it's kind of like life. It's how you do it and the luck you got.
Be in the right place at the right time. You got to roll the dice, and hopefully you get a good winning combination there. Wow, we're very philosophical this morning.
Right. And
I'll let you handle the happy face. Okay.
Yeah, happy face. I'm good with the happy face. Do you like Turkish music? I'm not familiar with Turkish music. I'll have to be honest. Are you?
Well, the last movie I saw that took place in Turkey was Midnight Express. It was about somebody who smuggled hashish into Turkey. But that music was Giorgio Moroder. See, it wasn't really Turkish.
So that's
but it has
good.
kind of a Middle Eastern sound to it. I've heard some of it. It's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
It has kind of a, like the Mid-Eastern kind of a groove to it. I like that Mid-Eastern music. I grew up in the 80s in Justice for All, Metallica. Oh, okay, Metallica.
Oh, Metallica.
Okay. Enter Sandman, is that on that album? It's one of their most famous songs.
I remember when I was an exchange student, my host family had a boy also the same age, and he had all these posters
Ronnie
on the
James,
wall, right?
Ronnie James Dio.
Was all heavy metal.
He liked Ronnie James Dio so much that he used that name in his email address. That's the kind of metal fan that Danny was. Still is.
So yeah, well, that's cool. That is really cool. And then now getting back to the movies, like they film movies in a certain country, and then they portray something really bad, like this Midnight Express. You're like thinking.
Yeah, just go. You can go to Turkey, but leave the hashish at home, okay? And don't accept any packages from strangers in the airport.
Yeah,
either.
but that goes everywhere.
Yeah,
and it must be a beautiful country, right? I mean, there's so many countries I want to visit. I'm kind of making a map and mapping up all my new YouTube friends and see if one day I'm gonna visit and go visit them, meet them in a Starbucks or some kind of public place and do a YouTube reunion meeting or I don't know, something like that. That would combine two things I love, which is traveling and meeting new people face to face. So That's gonna be so much fun.
That's right.
So I'm gonna add you up on Turkey.
You like Guns N' Roses. All right. You know, the only time I saw any of them in concert was when I saw Billy Joel about a year ago. You wouldn't think the lead vocalist of Guns N' Roses would join up with him to do a duet because he's kind of mellow and the other guy is like, you know, and they were just doing this thing. I think they did. That's what was the song? You might be crazy or Maniac or one of those upbeat Billy Joel songs, and they did a duet together. Billy Joel and Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses. The weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. But they're evidently good friends, you know, and they like to do collaborations.
Oh, there we go. Metal Music Menu. YouTube group Coffee Bar Fun. Are you in?
Coffee bar fun. Yeah, well, let's get some coffee. Oh, it smells like Starbucks in here. Good. We've got that kind of coffee house.
Yes, we have this thing. Do you guys know this thing? Let me show them the little thing, the Starbucks stuff that I made. I don't know.
It's the instant.
Can I make advertisements?
Yeah, because we're not getting any remuneration from it, so I guess it's okay. A little product placement.
Yes. I don't know if you have this, you know, where you're from, but here is like this little Starbucks have these little pouchy things. You get like a little box with how many does it come?
About
like
8 or 10.
8 or 10. It's kind of pricey, but hey, you know, Starbucks is pricey. But in the morning, you just put this in a water, put it in the microwave, and you make a coffee, and it tastes like Starbucks coffee. It's really good.
I mean, it's a good deal because what is a cup of coffee is about $4 or $5. So if you had 8 cups of coffee, you can imagine it would be.
Does it cost like $7.50?
Yeah, sometimes you can get them cheaper. Like sometimes they get them for $5 or $6 for a package. You know? But the coffee is really well done.
Yes,
made well, especially for instant coffee.
Yes, I recommend it.
And you put a little creamer in it, like Irish vanilla or whatever you like. And the vanilla, the creamers and things, and caramel, you know, and you're in business. You don't have to wait in line for 10 minutes to get your coffee.
Oh, in a little bit, we're going to get somebody from the Philippines. See, my phone lets me see earlier.
Wow, you're seeing into the future.
Yes, I love that.
You should just do like, I predict the next person who comes on will be from the Philippines. And then, wow, how'd that happen?
Yeah, but maybe they're already seeing it too. And let's see up. Yes, here it comes. Hi, Jezelson, Joaquin. Good morning, brothers and sisters from the Philippines.
All right.
Yay. Hello.
We have our Filipino contingency. Come out and make yourselves known.
Yes, represent. And that's a place that's definitely on the list to go visit now, since I have so many friends.
I have an interesting story. I was on a chat early in the morning. You know, Philippines gets up early because they're a little bit ahead of us. And the host told me he welcomes foreigners, which was me. And he said that, you know, it's okay, but they do speak part of the time in Filipino. So what I did is I went to Google Translate and I translated what I had to say into Filipino. And then some of the people there were asking me if I was Filipino. So I said, unfortunately not. I wish I was at that moment, but you know, it was really cool. I could Google Translate. I couldn't fool somebody the other day that they were trying to teach me a little bit of Filipino. So I figured I'd go over the top and say, look how great you taught me. Look, I'm speaking it fluently now, but she didn't believe it. She thought I was, she thought I was using translation apps and, you know, what was I going to tell her? So good morning, brothers and sisters.
From the Philippines.
Now, how are you doing, Jizzle, with the after? Oh, yeah, they had a 6.9 earthquake in Phil. See, I know all this stuff because I'm hanging out, you know, with the Philippine people that they have these chat groups, and it was 6.9 earthquake, so that jolted the Philippines. I'm not sure which part of it, but
wow.
So we're in solidarity with our brothers and sisters. Is everybody still working today? That's good.
So I guess everything's okay. Thank God.
But did you feel it? Did you feel that big aftershock and the earthquake?
Yes, I remember when we had one here in Los Angeles. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
it
we
was
almost
just
had
a
like a
6 point
6 point something.
something, and it was like, oh wow.
We thought that was the big one that they kept talking about. I
Mhm.
mean, the whole apartment just shook back and forth. It just felt like a big giant was shaking the apartment.
Yes, it was pretty horrible, very very horrible. And I'm glad you're still working, so I guess not so bad as far as big damages and. But it's very freaky because it's one of those things you don't know where to go because everything is moving and shaking and things are falling. I never.
I know they always tell you to get in a doorway, but you can get injured doing that when you're woken up.
Yeah, they keep changing what to do. I think now
No,
you just go
stay
next
put.
to your just stay. Some people
Or
that
go
stayed in
next.
bed did better than people that start running out of bed. Like you got burned, remember,
Yeah,
by the heater.
The heater fell on me, so I mean, it's sometimes. And then there was all this broken glass from we went in tried to go into the table, and there was like tons of broken glass all over the place. So we had been better off if we just went to this next side of the bed. I think.
Yes,
On
definitely.
the floor next to the bed is the
Because
best
running
place.
without shoes through the house, it was really dangerous. And we decided to go under a table because at the time they would say run under some kind of table, and we ran into the dining room. And good thing we decided to get under the table through the long side, right? How would you explain it? Explain that.
We sort of managed to go where there wasn't the broken glass.
Yes, basically, because if we had knelt on the the short part of the table, we would have our knees all cut because all the glass fell from the curio cabinet and broke right in front of that part of the table. But somehow miraculously we went around that broken glass and got under the other part of the table and didn't get hurt. But it's
Yeah,
really
so
freaky.
we would have been better off just hanging out in our room just next to the bed. I think that's what they learned from the Northridge quake because the people that survived it kind of got thrown from the bed and it created a crawl space when the roof caved in. Well, thank God we didn't have a roof cave in.
Thank God. But anyway, yeah, pretty scary stuff. And then we're due for a big one, which I hope I'm not around when that happens. I hope I'm in Brazil or traveling, to the Philippines,
Flying
or
in the air somewhere.
New Zealand, Australia. I don't know, some other place far away. That's what I hope it's gonna be happening. If God forbid that happened. Oh, that's an interesting comment coming up from Metal. Didn't show up on our computer screen yet, but this is what he's saying, that he's been reading more and more about that people are building homes out of 53-foot steel
Barge
containers.
And here's that comment right here.
Yep.
53-foot steel barge container. Well, yeah, they have new laws now about earthquake safety. The older buildings kind of got grandfathered in, but now if you, especially in Los Angeles or places where they have a lot of earthquakes and seismic activities, you have to really go by the codes. They're more strict about the earthquakes. That's why a lot of people died during the San Francisco earthquake too, because the buildings weren't really made for all that shaking and quaking.
But it's very scary. I don't like thinking too much about it because I freak out about a lot of stuff.
Brazil,
I don't need anything else to freak out. No, Brazil does not have earthquakes. Brazil does not have tornadoes and hurricanes. It's great as far as that, but there are some what scares us is the violence and the politicians. But then aside from that, everything is really amazing over there. It's a beautiful country. If you guys haven't seen it, I highly recommend, and I highly recommend going with somebody that knows the country, not just being a tourist walking around, because there are a lot of very different things in Brazil than here, and unfortunately, the tourists get taken advantage of because you don't know that you cannot go out with your cell phone. There's no way you're gonna be hey, hello, making a conversation.
Walking across the street, like texting, not looking up.
No way. Even if you call an Uber and you're like, oh, let me see if the car is coming close. Let's see, a car, how far they are. How you see the little map of the Uber. You're not going to have your phone by the time your Uber arrives.
It's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's true. Very, very unfortunate. So you have to be really careful. I remember when you went, like maybe 20 years ago, we went to Rio, and or maybe even longer than that. And you're like, doing some touristy things, like, crossing the street when the light is green for pedestrian, like, something very normal we would do here. You cannot do that there, because in Rio, people just go over the sidewalk, right? Remember that?
Yeah, you can't just
You
take
can't assume.
a green light does not necessarily mean it's okay to cross the street.
Not in Rio.
It's kind of mob rules is pretty much the
Yeah, so you have to be super careful. Anyway, enough of
and they didn't like me. I can't wear my gold chains. That's another thing.
Wow.
Like her sister started talking in Portuguese. Like, I need to take off all this jewelry because I sometimes like to wear this jewelry. And nope.
No way. Even fake jewelry. One time, my mom was telling a story that she was at a bus stop, and this guy came back and hit a woman because she had a fake jewelry, and he took it out of her, I guess, the day before, and he went back there because she takes the bus. I guess this woman would take the bus every day. He went back and he smacked the woman and said, "This is for you wearing this fake jewelry," and threw it on her.
Wow.
He was like so upset that he pulled it out of her
the
neck.
Jeweler's eye, and he's like, "Oh my God, this is costume jewelry. How dare she?"
I mean, I have a lot of stories about, this, and it's so sad. I don't want to say bad things about Brazil because I really love the place, but you just have to be very careful.
Alert. Be on orange alert every day, and you'll be okay.
Yes, or try to be, going around with a local, with a native or whatever you call it.
Yeah, they'll get you navigate through the difficult stuff.
Yes. All right. Metal Music is asking, any movies worth checking out in 2020? Yes. I just this morning watched, our friend High Heel Knight's review talking about the Jumanji movie. He gave it a B+, and he did a really good review. But still, I might want to see it. It's kind of silly. I like to see how the actors, when they get into that Jumanji world, they transform their characters and start acting like somebody else. So I think it's very good acting. Right?
That's right.
How about you? Any movies you're looking forward to seeing?
I know I was looking forward to seeing Star Wars. It's coming out this coming week, I believe Thursday night or Friday. It may be coming out.
Oh, really? Why don't we make a reservation?
I know. They're already taking reservations at the theaters.
Yeah, we should, because we have that little A-list from AMC, and you can reserve your seats and everything in advance. Maybe we should do that. And I'm feeling bad. I'm paying for it, and I haven't seen 3 movies this week or last week.
Or the week before.
Yeah, I know. So.
But we could, so that's a nice feeling.
I know. I guess that's.
This is the potential of being able to watch 3 movies a week.
Yeah.
It's worth every penny. But I guess even if you go once or twice a month, you're going to make your money back, because some of these movies, or if you don't go during matinee time, you're paying like $17 or $18 a person to get in.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if in Turkey, if the movies, if you get the movies just like we get here, how long does it take for a movie once it's released in the US to get there? I don't know if our friend's still with us, but it would be nice to know how that works. I know that in Brazil, we do get the movies and they translate the titles, and it's so nuts because the titles have nothing to do with the American title. So sometimes people are telling me, "Oh, did you see this movie? Whatever it is, she jumped out the window, whatever." And I'm like, "What movie is that?" And then it's something totally different. The American title too.
It's like Jumanji or something. She jumped out the window. Isn't that the same thing?
Oh, somebody's calling.
Is that an important call? It's over there on the Coke cans.
Yes, might be your dad.
Might be Dylan.
Oh, well. Can you answer and just say that we're busy and alive?
We're broadcasting to the world here.
Yes, right now we are.
Last time he called, we were watching Rambo, and she had to walk out during the most exciting part, towards the end. So
I know. Yes, I'm watching this Rambo movie, and they're like killing everybody in the It
was depressing, the first half of it.
So, I mean, I did not like that movie.
But you missed like the revenge scene. That was so
I think I
awesome.
would have hated the revenge scene.
No, you would have.
So violent.
Yeah, that was very violent, but it was just like cathartic.
I don't know. All I know is, this poor girl got hurt and whatever. And then my son is calling and and he's very far away and I'm desperate. Like, oh, I have to go get this call. So I got out of the theater and it was crazy how many people were coming out. Like, because people bring their kids to the movies, which I find it to be very bad. Like, get a babysitter, you know what I mean? But they bring the kids, and then they were bringing the kids out because the scenes were getting so violent with a machete. They were like cutting people's heads, and
oh really? And they were bringing the kids out. You don't bring your 5-year-old to see the latest Rambo movie. I mean,
yes.
See, the first movie, he didn't really kill anybody. If somebody had died, it was their fault. Like they didn't wear a seatbelt in the helicopter or whatever. Mm-hmm. But this one, I mean, the body count I think was greater than even Vietnam. It was just I wouldn't bring a impressionable young child. We have a new guest to our room. That's Jessel Diaz Life. How are you doing, Jessel? Hello. Anything exciting happening this weekend? Let's give Jessel Diaz a shout out. Check out her new channel. Everything's new. It's a new day, brand new day, and that's awesome. Thank you so much for coming to visit us. That is awesome. We love to see visitors.
Yes. And it goes without saying that we should all be friends and be, this big
support.
Happy family. So it goes all without saying that, right?
Yeah, that we should all just try to help each. Because really, before and if you ever try to do it by yourself, nothing is as efficient as when you're working with people. And
yes,
and it's kind of cool. It's kind of like remember that TV show Fame? How all these people have all these different talents and they get together and they talk about making it big, and eventually somebody does, and it's kind of cool. Like you have that camaraderie, or like American Idol or something like that, where you're, that shows like if somebody wins, they cry because the other person lost. It's so fake.
I know.
I can't tell who won. They're both crying. It's like, wait,
that must be hard to do.
Yeah. Hi. How are you guys? We're doing pretty good. We're just enjoying the weekend. It's pretty windy here in Hollywood, so we decided to stay in and instead of shooting the breeze, we shot the stream here. The breeze was a little bit too powerful there.
Yes. And by the way, Jessel Diaz Live, I'm DJ Selene and I just became your new friend. So I put my thing here so people know that I'm also in the hat. There we are. There I am. Yeah, that's me.
That's you. Yeah. Wow.
Whenever anybody had chance or time, go check me out doing some interesting or maybe not that interesting things around the neighborhood.
She did find some snow across the street.
I did find snow in California, and very expensive, which I find it's almost like that thing that they say that some people can sell ice to Eskimos. Well, I guess there's a buyer for everything, anything, right?
Yeah, because most people who have snow are trying to get rid of it, and they're here in California. We buy it for $3,000 to $5,000. Throw it on our lawn for a night.
For a night.
I don't do it. My neighbors.
Yes.
Do it.
No, there's no way we're gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean, I just my snow comes from the freezer when we don't defrost it.
Yes,
that's the only replacement.
But it was really cute seeing that snow, and I was like, oh, maybe it would be so cool to take it to school, get kids playing with the snow. I'm gonna ask how much it costs. So once they told me, $2,000 to $5,000, whatever, I was like, nah, I don't think my students will have this. But then I felt bad for my students, like, oh, they're gonna be deprived of snow. So what I did is I went, got my Ninja blender. I have this huge. I'm doing all this advertisement over here, product placement. But anyway, a Ninja blender, if you don't have that, is so good because it grinds anything and everything. So I brought it to school, got some ice, put it in the school refrigerator. Then I had to bring it at recess, put it in the blender, blended all this ice, had a huge tub, which is our water table, whatever. Put the ice in there and the kids got to touch snow and make little balls and tiny little snowmen, and they were so happy. But it was a lot of work, and I I thought I was gonna bust my ninja blender. Plus, I felt like the kids were gonna get sick to touching snow because it's kind of cold here in Los Angeles right now. So
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, many blessings to
thank
you
you.
too. That's really
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about you.
yeah. Like
What's going on? What are you
what
working
part of the
on?
world are you in? We get a lot of international visitors, or what? What are some of your hobbies and things you like to do? Today's a lot of people's days off, so they have a choice of doing things, and it's so great that they chose to enjoy the day with us.
Yeah, that's so
That's really
nice.
nice. We promise we
So,
won't keep you all day. We're not like some people who do like 10-hour streams.
yeah.
There was one we went to last night. It was really interesting. It was like just to basically they put the camera on the wall. I think that the host, she was there, but she just didn't want to be seen for some reason. Maybe she had her curlers on or something like that, and she was answering all the texts. It was really nice. They
It
were
was
nice.
very cool.
It was
People are very
they were
creative.
very
I
friendly,
love what goes on here. I really do. You know what I mean? And when we talk about another channel,
We're always
saying
saying
anything
nice
bad.
stuff about
I just
it.
think
Yeah.
it's great, creative.
Yeah.
I love to see what people do, how they spin the thing, and it's so cool.
Yeah,
And
it gives you
I love this-
ideas. Like some guy has like a 24-hour stream because he can't be up for. I mean, I understand, but the people, he says, come to my house, and they're chatting while he's sleeping. And
it's brilliant.
It's
I love that. And I've done that. I went there, I chatted with some people, met new friends, whatever. You know what I mean? It's so cool. And I love this comment, Metal Music Maniac, that I should get a sponsor to try new products here. Yes, I would love that, especially if the products are like chocolate or ice cream. I would love to try.
there was another stream we were watching last night. That's what we do on our free time. We watch other people's streams. We get inspired. And they were all eating at the same time because the stream was going on for so long that they had to eat candy because they don't want to eat like a big meal. So the candy gives them like energy. So one guy brought in some almond bark. Who was telling how he gets it at the supermarket, and it's kind of
so
like
cool because they have this new thing too, right? That's what's the mukbang or what is it called?
Muckaluk or Muckaluk. I don't know.
I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name of the thing, but it's this new fad that you watch people eating, and that's gives you some enjoyment. I guess it does. At least the person's getting the calories, not you, and you just
it's a vicarious thrill of watching this person eat this big meal. And I was watching this one woman, and I'm just writing like "bon appetit." I don't know what to say to that. How do you comment on that? I want to say something positive. I said, "Wow, that looks really delicious and healthy."
Yeah.
And then she was going to give you the recipe, I think. And then they have these like dessert, like these little chocolate balls. I've been seeing a lot of those. They look like they're made out of like some kind of a dough, and then there's almost like donut holes, and there's chocolate in them. And she goes, look what's coming up for dessert, and I'm like,
that's what reminded me of what I ate that time. Do you remember we went to the train restaurant and then the dessert had this little ball, like sesame seeds around and a little ball.
Chocolate.
And it was with an ice cream. How about you guys? Well, what would you be eating if you could eat anything right now? What would be what would you eat? What do you think you would eat? Like a good food. What would you eat? Like right now, I would eat a banana split.
I really feel like eating some grapefruit. We have a grapefruit tree out in the backyard, and I'm really getting hooked on grapefruit because there's not much calories in it, and it kind of really fulfills you. You get a little. I don't know. It might be genetic. My grandmother used to love grapefruits too, so.
Yeah, it might be in your genes. I don't know. I don't.
She was on she was original grapefruit diet. You just come into her house. All she had were like grapefruits in the refrigerator. She loved grapefruits. It was so I may have inherited some of those genes. So DJ Slaney bought me a grapefruit tree. I can't keep up with him because I'm the only guy in the house that eats them.
And actually, it's doing really well. We should
Yeah.
make a little thing showing our
It
trees.
doesn't need that much water, really.
I know, it's a miracle. If anything comes around this yard, it's a miracle because we're like,
Oh God, I have a new theory. Like, if we ever plant a tree, definitely plant it in the raining season, or not the dry season, because it's not going to make it to the next year. You know, it just gets so dry out here, and we're in a desert.
Here's a comment for you.
On a pro stream, okay.
You would watch a grill, burger on a pro stream.
Grilling meat is one of the last things that men can still do. You know, like just grilling out in the open pit. I don't think women really want to do that for some reason. I just mostly see men doing it. We just like all that, smoke in our face and burning meat, out in the yard. I mean, that's one of the last rites of passage that men have nowadays. So yeah, maybe one day we'll do it. We have one of those hoods, so if it gets really smoky inside, we can ventilate. And we used to have an indoor barbecue.
I used to love that,
but it got broke. It just got short circuited or something. But we would do it was called the indoor barbecue grill. And you didn't need any kind of like charcoal or anything. You just plugged it in. And
yeah, it was electric. Here's another product placement. we're not meaning to do all that. I already put that one on.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's like two people manning this thing. It's like, we keep repeating ourselves.
Yeah, well, there's such good comments. I really, you got to see it twice, to really get the impact of it.
That is so, so true.
And of course, Friday night we were joined by Mr. Peanut and his Peanut Gallery. He's really funny, that guy. And then Anna Gail Chang joined us, and I saw her stream yesterday, and it's amazing how much she sings. Really, if there's any downtime or anything, it's just singing. It's like a musical. And she sings in Filipino and then sings in English also.
Oh, nice.
So it's Dallas wasn't quite sure of it, but you have to. I think you have to watch. He wasn't watching it; he was just hearing it. You have to go in and just watch the whole thing. It's really. And
right now, if you're hearing some crinkling, it's my son that decided to go open something very noisy right behind the stream. So that's good. What are you opening, Dallas?
He's got
Can I see?
Expired cookie things.
Okay.
Wow, I remember buying those back in the turn of the century. They come with the.
Not trying to place any more products, but hey, this is what he's opening. It's
when did we buy that? It comes with its own skillet.
2015 we bought it.
Okay, we bought this in 2015.
Anybody daring enough to eat a cookie from 2015?
All right.
I think we're going to try to eat a cookie from 2015.
Well, we can always cook an egg on the skillet, if you wanted to.
And it comes with a skillet. I guess it was a gift. I don't know who we got it from. But
did we buy it though? No, it was. We probably got it from one of our friends at this holiday parties.
Yeah,
she always gives these really interesting gifts.
Yes, it's 2 skillet serving. So you comes with 2 skillets. Let me see the other skillet. It's already God, it's heavy. Here's the.
Where did you find this?
It comes with 2, and then it comes with some cookie dough. And I guess our son is gonna try to
throw it away.
No, it's.
No.
3 years is not that much.
4 years.
4. I mean, give or take. It's got a lot of chemicals in it. It should be okay, really.
I know. Yeah, maybe you should.
Yeah, but don't throw away the skillets. I mean, the skillets haven't disintegrated yet, have they?
No, not yet.
I mean, these skillets are really hard. I think that will last a lot after.
If it was only 3 years old, I was thinking about, but now 4 years. I mean, it's almost a half a decade. It's like.
Well, soon to be.
I can't believe it. It's been 5 years since 2014.
Wow.
Almost to be 6. Didn't these last couple decades go by? Well, we're finally going to get something that we can sink our teeth into, because you can never talk about this decade as something like, what are you going to call it? The 2010s? I mean, it's just, the 20s will be cool. We're heading into the roaring 20s again. That'll be exciting.
I like the next comment. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be making any of those.
Smoke grenades. Yeah, well, that's like when we cook in the kitchen. I know like the food is ready sometimes when I'm cooking because I get a little distracted. That's when the smoke alarm goes off, and then I know it's definitely ready. If we don't smell something burning, we don't really know it's time to turn off the stove yet.
Right.
Yeah, kind of. We start doing a stream, or we start looking at other people's YouTube channels, and before
So we're talking about something because this can go on, and then suddenly you're like, "Oh, did you smell something?" And yeah, something's burning. Mm-hmm. So
no, it was nice and warm, that's for sure.
Yeah. So what are your guys' plans for this New Year's
What is it?
and holidays? Okay, I guess when my son is
Iced
cleaning the
tea.
pantry.
So what was
Yeah,
in there? Like crickets?
Iced tea.
Oh, iced tea. It's sort of solidified if you want to see what it looked like.
That's
This is
horrible.
iced
We're gonna
tea.
be showing all the old
No one's
stuff.
gonna ever want to eat at our house again, but we're just getting
There will
rid of.
be no guests in our house.
I know.
Or our stream, for that matter.
But we
the
don't.
way this is going.
He's getting rid of it, so don't worry. We're not serving that to any. We haven't been even be able to stick a spoon in there. It was so tough. So we haven't really. Sometimes you ever do that? You just put things in the back of the shelf and you forget about it. That's what's happening here. He's going to the back. I'm glad he's motivated. It's kind of cool. Maybe we can.
I know, and
we get in
I'm
a lull.
always feeling like, hey, we need to kind of get going with the big team on this.
If you find any more weird stuff, just bring it over here because I think our friends want to see this.
Do they? I don't know.
Yeah, I always tell them, like, when you're having guests over, if you find something that's like dilapidated, don't like bring it up. Just kind of ignore that 800-pound gorilla in the corner. It's
That's
like
a good rule of thumb.
you talk about it later because you don't want to make the guests feel uncomfortable. But then again, you don't want to serve the guests things that would make their stomachs uncomfortable. So it's you're kind of in a catch-22.
That is. I think that's pretty much common courtesy or something. You know what I mean? That you will be nice to your guests. And so I know there's more people out there.
Yeah, I wonder what Miss Sosniak is doing. She asked me a question, then she went silent for a while, but it's okay. She's taking it. She watches a lot. I share my videos with her sometimes because she's, and she's this right. She likes it simple. She doesn't want to search for it, so I'll just make it easy for her. Just share it. But she does watch a lot of them. I think she probably watches more videos than anybody else, but it's through sharing. And if you guys want to share any of the videos, that you see coming up on our channels, go right ahead. The biggest share I have ever had was my Whitney Houston duet. It has about 480 shares on my Instagram channel right now, which for me is a big deal. I don't usually get that many shares. I think the second most biggest shares I have is my destroying a television set. We did that earlier this week. We had a lot of shares on that. But other than that, no, most people don't share. We were talking about, like, should I just destroy stuff? Is that what it's coming down to? Well, it had something to do with the theme of what I was doing because we were talking about rock stars destroying hotel rooms. So I just kind of figured, this would be a great time to destroy a Samsung 4K HD TV. But, I mean, I don't know. Would somebody want to see me destroy a blender with a pickaxe or something? I don't know. Would that go over? It just kind of out of context. Or maybe destroy some iced tea that's expired. I don't know. We could destroy expired food. That could be our theme. We never know what you get, a lot of acclaim for. You try to do all this brilliant stuff, and then somehow some stupid thing like throwing a TV set out your window becomes your number one video. I don't know. But
that's crazy,
isn't it? It's just like the lowest common denominator of entertainment, But we like to be entertaining, And
so Metal Music Manic wants to know if we ever make a grilled ham and cheese.
Wow.
No, we can't make that. We don't eat ham.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We have imitation ham sometimes.
Yes.
Comes from the imitation pig. He's not a real pig. He's just an imitation one. Oh my
Right.
God.
Oh my God, this is going nuts over
He's
here.
finding some good things to clear. We're gonna have so much space in there. I can put my CDs in that pantry now.
Yeah,
Clearing out
we're
some
running
space.
out of room in this house because it's too much. You've seen DJ Gerry showing some of his memorabilia. So some is in the storage and then some is in the house, and we are running out of room
Yeah.
pretty much. And the kitty cat is trying to say, "Hey, when is something good gonna come out of this pantry that I can eat?"
Yeah, I don't think cats like iced tea or what did he find now?
Sugar.
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 What's wrong with
Oh,
the sugar?
Let him just clean it.
It's just kind of
We get attached to so many things. You guys have this
Sugar.
problem too that everything tells a story. Sometimes I'm cleaning up and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna throw away this whatever, this pen, this Tupperware, this what. But then suddenly it's almost like this thing's talking to me. And it's like, oh, then I remember when you made this, remember that, and I just can't find myself to get rid of things. And I really admire people that just go through their house and just, okay, it's very good, it's very useful, but I'm not using it right now, so I'm going to give it up. To me, I can give it up when it's something that's really
destroyed. Then we're like, okay.
then I don't feel bad. I don't know. It's so hard for me. I don't know.
Were you always like that, or just when you met me?
When I met you, the thing became very exacerbated. Another thing that happens here is things are very cheap. So let's say I'm in a store like Ross or I'm in the Dollar Tree or whatever, and you see these things that are so nice and useful and they're so inexpensive that you're like, wow, maybe one day I'm gonna need it. Maybe one day I can use it.
Yeah,
It's
like
so affordable.
we might need a pink biscuit tray. You never know when that might come in.
Not that I bought one, but anyway. So I don't know. I guess I didn't have that when I was in Brazil because in Brazil things are expensive and you don't find things for like $1.
Right. Like
that.
if somebody said, "Do you want a biscuit tray for $10?" You might want to think about it. But if it's $1, I throw it in the cart.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
It's
just so
go for that.
available here. Even other things, they're not $1, but they're really inexpensive for what they are, and you just start buying. Of course, if they were a little more, I wouldn't buy it. So sometimes I get upset, like, oh, if this thing was a little more expensive, I would just leave it. But now I have to have it.
Right. Like we were looking like at payphones, like old, like retired payphones. This guy was selling them.
Mm-hmm.
And we were actually starting to think about it. Maybe we should get a payphone. Like, why? I don't know.
I had to really pull myself out of there.
It was so cool though. Like just for decoration, you just put a payphone on your wall. Maybe it's got a whole phone booth in there.
Yeah, it would be fun, but think about it. There's really no use.
Or a bar. We don't really drink. We really need a bar.
I know. One day we were at Sears. Remember Sears? I don't know if you guys have that
Sears
store.
Roebuck.
But that store was big in Brazil when I was a kid. And here they don't have that many, but they do have one. And they were having the sale on the bars, outdoor bars, and outdoor furniture. And we were like really going like, I don't know, it's like $300, whatever. It
was a beautiful set. You felt like you were in the back of a resort hotel or something with all, the chaise lounge and the coffee tables and picnic tables. And they had these little, what were those little hammocks and, and bars and wraparound. And it was just, you just felt like, wow, this is so cool. It was only like, $300 or something. But then again, how often do we go sit outside? You know what I mean? Like just the two of, hey, let's just go sit outside. It's 8:00 at night. Sit out and sip some lemonade.
I know. Like before cat hair, because my cat likes to sleep on the stuff outside and all that. So hold on, we'll get back to it later. Hey, we got a new friend here. David Martinez. Hello.
Hey, David
Hello
Martinez.
There. And guess what?
Tudo bom.
Oh my God, David Brazilian is Brazilian. Oi, tudo bem?
Tudo legal.
Onde você mora? Where are you living now? Let's wait for him to answer and let's see what the metal music said. So let's see. What we do is create a void into a wall to hold CDs, then add earth magnets so we can attach a flannel photo to hide the good stuff. Oh, I see. It's kind of how you stash your valuables. It's kind of like a safe into the wall. Do you know what I mean? Like on the frame, you make the space and then you put a picture. It's kind of like
So
a,
you're
safe.
hiding CDs or you're hiding other things? Because he said something about CDs.
Yes.
Do you have like really rare CDs that you want to keep out of sight of home invaders or something? Or
Yeah, but that is a
yeah, that's a good idea.
to place valuables. And here is David Martinez is from Salvador. Salvador is it's a city that I just went once. And David, is it okay if I speak English? I guess it's okay because you came in English. Anyway, so Salvador, I went once because I took a cruise inside Brazil, and we went to Recife, we went to Natal, I went to Fernando de Noronha, and then we stopped in Salvador for just a little, very quick stop. I don't believe I got off the ship in Salvador, but my sister says it's beautiful, it's really nice, and I really want to go. So that's a city that's in the travel list. Salvador is really nice on the northeast of Brazil.
San Salvador, is that what?
No, it's just Salvador.
Oh. It's not El Salvador or anything.
No. That's a different Salvador.
Okay.
But it's really nice.
What country is it part of again?
It's Brazil.
Oh, it's part of Brazil. Okay. Is that where David's from?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My son was bringing this over, and I was distracted. Can you forgive me? Los Polos. I didn't even know we had this.
Los Pollos is from that show Breaking Bad.
Oh, really?
Los Pollos Hermanos.
Hermanos.
It's from Breaking Bad.
Hermanos means beautiful, right? Or
no, it
good-looking?
means brothers.
Oh, brothers. See, I don't know. Don't ask me. The hammer. Okay, good. It's hammer time.
I want to get a little piece of paper. Forgive me, friends. I want to start writing everybody and where they're from because I'm going to make that little map thing. But
yeah,
let me see.
David is from Salvador.
Salvador, yes.
From
Let me
Brazil.
check David's, see what he goes about.
How far is Salvador from Sao Paulo, like by car, let's say? A couple hours?
No, it's much further. It's very far. By plane, Salvador from São Paulo, I would imagine is about 3 hours. Do you know, David? I'm not sure, but I know it's very far.
Oh, okay.
It's very, very far. It's like, they're on the north.
Sometimes when there's a lot of traffic, it takes 3 hours just to get to Campos do Jordão or something.
Campos do Jordão.
Yep.
Yes, it's really nice. It's beautiful. Very nice beaches and stuff, and
what is that?
So 23 hours by car. Gerry, 23 hours.
23 hours by car
to Salvador by car. So it's really far. I don't know. I'm thinking 3-4 hours, but yeah, it's really nice. The beaches are amazing. And again, Atlantic Ocean, always warmer than the Pacific Ocean. So that makes a total difference when you're like swimming. You guys haven't been swimming in the Atlantic. It's the best. Super warm.
Yeah, it's nice and warm. The Pacific gets a little cold because it's a really large ocean.
Uh-huh.
And but Brazil has really nice beaches.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
You know what else has nice beaches is like if you go to Cancun.
Mm-hmm.
That's what ocean is that? Is that Atlantic also, or maybe?
I think so. Because it's
really
on that
pretty.
other side,
It's like
and that's why it's
aqua-colored
warm.
waters. And
Yeah,
nice.
it's not as nice as Puerto Vallarta. I don't like Puerto Vallarta and Cabo as much as I like Cancun.
Yeah, Cancun was really nice.
And then again, because those are, more like cold oceans and not as good. I like warm water. Sometimes in Brazil, you go into the ocean, it's just like a pool, you know what I mean? Like a bath, I mean. Just like going into a bath. It's so good. It's really fun. A lot of fun. So what's fun to do in Salvador? Are you getting ready for New Year's Eve? Now, New Year's Eve in Brazil, if you're not familiar, is nuts. It's just like remember when we went into the into the 2000s and they were showing on TV, every country doing their little firework shows, and was it spectacular? Well, that's Brazil every year. That's what happens over there. So it's fun, lots of fireworks and fun, and going to the beach.
Yeah, they go to the beach a lot, and it's kind of interesting, like celebrating Christmas or being there for Christmas, because like most people are thinking about Christmas being cold, but like it's summer there basically, and the days are long, and people go to the beach on Christmas, you know, and they have firecrackers, and you know, New Year's Eve, and it's just a really different type of a thing. And even like Santa Claus, he wears like a Hawaiian shirt and velvet shorts.
Sometimes it's true.
And sandals.
Yeah,
he even gets pretty warm.
And another interesting thing is everybody wears white on New Year's, and here, you know, black is the color of choice.
Yeah, well, that's it. They told me I need to bring white. I said, I'm sorry, I don't have anything white. What is that?
Oh, this is good. This is so my son, if you're just joining us in here, my son is going through the pantry and finding
that's goiaba?
This is goiabada. That's a Brazilian
when did we get that
thing? I guess last time I went to Brazil.
Nice.
Yes.
I like goiaba.
It's very good.
It's like guava or something, right? Is it like a?
It's made out of guava, but it's not dry. It's like a jelly. It's like guava jelly, a little bit harder than a guava jelly. Kind of like, you know how they make the cranberry and they make it like a little more like a gel or something. What is it called?
Cranberry sauce. It's kind of like
that
sauce.
But it's not like liquidy. It's more like people like to eat it with cheese in Brazil. This guava thing with cheese.
It's 23 hours. That means it's 11 p.m.
No, to go to Salvador.
By car. Okay, I thought you were telling me the time.
No. São Paulo is just about 5 hours ahead of us, and Salvador might be less.
Oh, okay.
Oh, see, this is the consistency of it. If you haven't seen it, this is the consistency of the goiabada. Smells good. I forgot I had this. That's good that he's going through the closet. I need to eat some goiabada pretty soon.
Yeah, you can wash it down with this really attractive Los Pollos cup. You know that actor Danny Trejo, he does those machete movies. Well, he has a taco place, a couple of them, one in Hollywood and one near Metropolitan LA. And he has vegetarian tacos too. But he's a guy, he comes out with a machete, or his name is Machete, and he's in these action movies. And
we should visit that.
Danny Trejo. He was over at the Kettle Cook-Off. It was for the Salvation Army, but I couldn't make it. I had to pick up my car. My car my rack opinion steering went out, so I really needed that fixed, so I had to go back and get it. But yeah, there's some interesting things.
All right, check out who's here. Hello.
Star Wars fan, you're up early
today. Star Wars fan.
Hey, how you doing? Star Wars fan, that's right. Is that your favorite movie, Star Wars? And you like Empire Strikes Back the best. Billy D. Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited that the new movie's coming out this week. It's going to be interesting. You know, it's the whole saga.
Yeah, what are you excited about, that movie? What do you want to see?
I want to see the Jedis, you know, getting some wins in there. You know, it's just been the last couple of movies that they've been taking a shellacking. There's like one scene that went on for like 25 minutes that the Empire just kept blowing up all these really cool members of the Resistance, of the Jedis. It was so depressing, that part. You know, it was just it was just like, and they were just like, the only guy that really got out of there was like Luke Skywalker. He knew it was time to, you know, to go live on some remote island somewhere and get away from it all. But most of them were just taking pot shots there. I don't know why they couldn't find
I'll
Luke's.
be back. I want to show
Skywalker.
Star Wars something. Hold on.
We're going to show them something. Okay. You're doing great. That's good. Getting ready for winter break. I think it's one more week, and then the schools have off for about 3 weeks. Yeah. 3 weeks. What are you going to do with yourself during 3 weeks? There's nothing like winter break. It's just a nice time of the year. There's some good movies out, good cheer, good deals, you know. It's just a fun time of year there. All right. Maria, how are you doing? Maria is here from Bon Tarde, amigo. That means good afternoon for those of you who don't speak Portuguese. And bon tarde, amiga. Tudo bem? What we have, Maria is trying
Maria. Oi, Maria Leca, tudo bom? Que bom que você voltou. Tudo legal? Nice.
Oh, I'm so glad you're always coming out and saying
So,
hi. I appreciate that.
Guys, make sure you make friends with new friends from other places. Vamos fazer amigos com gente de outros lugares, outros países. Aí que é legal, quando a gente viaja tem onde ficar, ou pelo menos tem como visitar os amigos, né?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's good to really, I mean, sometimes people get quiet, but we want to like focus on you. You know, sometimes you go to these streams and you feel like, you know, you're just like not really interacting. So we like when you guys interact, and you know, because that's really cool. This is a way we can get out and be with our friends without having to actually leave the house.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we met so many cool people. E a Maria Leca tá falando, tudo bem, amiga? Tudo bem, tudo ótimo aqui. Curtindo o domingo.
Well, ask her what she's doing today.
O que você tá fazendo hoje? Tá trabalhando, tá passeando? O que você tá fazendo, Maria Leca, hoje? So I'm asking what she's doing today. And Star Wars saying, yes, I get some time off from those kids I teach. Yes, and she's saying, é um prazer ver vocês de novo. It's a pleasure to see you again. O prazer é nosso.
The pleasure is all ours.
Yes. Yes, and if you guys are not friends with Maria Leca, please be friends. She's super positive. She's super great.
Go to her, go to her channel. She's got some really cool content in there.
Yeah, she's home. Oh no, she's not feeling well. She's sick.
We hope you feel better.
I hope you feel better. Yeah.
Get some
Espero que você
liquids,
melhore.
some chicken soup or hot tea or.
DJ Gerry tá falando para você tomar uma sopa, chá quente. Espero que melhore.
Take the day off tomorrow if you're not feeling good. You know, you got to just sleep
tá falando
and feel better.
Ficar em casa amanhã. Se
Otherwise,
você se sente bem.
You don't get back to yourself.
I like that. I like that.
Oh. Was it bad?
My son is throwing away. Meu filho tá jogando fora aqui. Tá limpando o armário e jogando coisa que eu quero, coisa que eu não quero. Tá tudo indo pro lixo.
No, I think he's just getting rid of stuff that may have
Mas eu acho que é coisa velha. Okay, so I'll talk in Portuguese, you talk in English. So
okay. So hopefully we'll be talking about the same subjects.
Or not.
We can all just comment on what Dallas brings out of the closet. That's pretty cool.
Okay, so let's see what's wrong with Maria Helena. Oh, she's coughing a lot, tossindo muito e uma forte dor de cabeça. She's coughing a lot and she has a strong, very strong headache. I'm sorry to hear that. I sometimes I have migraines.
That's still good, isn't it?
Às vezes eu também tenho dor de cabeça, é horrível isso. A dor de cabeça é muito ruim. Às vezes dormindo, deitando é a melhor coisa. Star Wars fan, I'm a little sick as well. Esse nosso amigo também disse que ele tá um pouquinho doente.
Are you gonna be off tomorrow, Star Wars fan, if you're not feeling well?
DJ Gerry quer saber se ele não vai trabalhar amanhã porque ele não está se sentindo bem. Yeah, if there is one thing that's good, uma coisa que é muito importante is health, right?
Yeah, if you don't have health, you can't really enjoy your life. That's the foundational thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make sure you take care.
So important. And this is good for you, Star Wars, because you're going to learn some Portuguese. Here comes. She's saying, muito obrigada, amiga. She's saying, thank you very much, friend. Gostei muito de vocês. I like you guys a lot.
Well,
obrigada,
we like you
Maria
too.
Helena.
I hope you feel better.
Maria Leca, I'm sorry, Maria Leca. A gente também gosta de você. She's saying, vocês são um casal muito simpático. That you're a very nice couple, like outgoing. How do you say it?
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We feel the same way about you. You're really nice.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the compliments.
Yeah, because we have a really nice group of people that come in. Because we were on another stream and there was so much conflict going on. We don't have that here. We if we have something good to say, we say it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the way it should be. A gente gosta de coisa bacana, falar bem dos amigos, ter amigos legais, and that's what's cool about it. A gente tá sempre querendo fazer mais amigos, conhecer gente nova. A melhor coisa que tem. Já conheci tanta gente bacana, right? We met so many nice people here. And it's so cool. So cool. Enfim, vou dar um presente para o Star Wars fan. Star Wars fan, are you still here? Still with us? He said he was a little sick. Maybe he...
Because I want to show him the thing that I went to get.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if he's still here. Quero mostrar para ele o que eu fui pegar. Quero dar um presente para ele. Ele é muito simpático, Star Wars fan 323. Oh, yes, he's here. All right. See if you like this, Star Wars fan, because you're such a nice guy and you always like being so nice to us, calling us mommy. And Papi felt that Christmas we should give you something. See if you like this.
Wow.
This is Han Solo. It's a Funko from Loot Crate, and it all can be yours. Just send your address to DJ Gerry. My son is getting really upset. He's like, why? Why are you giving it away? Well, that's somebody that calls mommy and papi, says goodnight, and it's really nice to us. See, you can learn from that, Dallas.
I think she has a bunch of them, doesn't she?
Well, I do have another one that I'm putting it in a raffle, but this one is for you. So if you want it, just send the address. We'll mail it to you as your Christmas gift.
Hey,
You're
that's pretty cool.
always so nice to us,
no,
right?
He is. He's really nice
always
guy.
Supportive. Every time we put a live, he's in and he's on there and he's supporting and super fun.
Yeah,
and
cool.
Why not? And hopefully you like this. It's really cool. That's the Funko stuff that I kind of show on my channel sometimes, and I'm really into it a lot. So it can all be yours. And thank you so much for being such a great supporter, all in all. All right, cool. He's gonna send the address, and she said, wow,
Instagram.
Thanks. Yeah, Instagram. What's your said, wow, thanks. I'll put your Instagram here.
Okay.
I'll put the Instagram so you know where to send. Gerry _
If anybody else wants to share their Instagram channel, you can put it in the chat, and that way we can kind of connect with each other a little bit more when we're not on live stream.
Yeah, sometimes it's Instagram. You can send messages, and you can. That's your thing, right? Is it? Is it DJ? Is it how your Instagram is?
Yeah, or is it after the DJ? I think the.
I have to go to your Instagram. I don't remember anymore.
I think it's
I'm blanking
DJ out. Lower score
it's
underscore.
DJ. Okay. See, I mean, you get a very hard thing to do. Then we don't know what to do.
I don't know. I didn't really pick the underscore, did I? Or did this happen?
Is it like that?
Mhm.
But no
Gonna go through
space.
the back door or something.
And it's lowercase. Does it matter?
I think they can find us. Oh, there's Gulkin is here. Hi, Gulkin. How are you doing today?
All right, here is another friend. Hello, couple. I still can't say that word because I keep confused.
She usually catches us in her morning and she says, Guten Morgen. How do you say, is it now afternoon or evening? In where you're from?
Yeah, I wonder. I think she's.
Because when usually we're, I think she's a little ahead of us.
Anyway,
And
so
she's
here
also very
is
loyal. She's
DJ
always
Gerry's Instagram in case you guys want to friend him there. And in Star Wars, definitely friend him and send the address there, or PO box if you don't want to put your address, or you can send it to a business location if you know somebody that has a business in case you don't want us to know your address, whatever. But anyway, I wanted you to have it for Christmas or Hanukkah. I don't know what to celebrate.
Or Kwanzaa.
Or Kwanzaa. And so Maria Leca is asking, she's saying, você faz live todo dia, amiga? She's asking if I do live every day. And não, a gente faz de vez em quando. Eu vou começar a fazer lives no meu canal, Maria Leca. Vou começar a fazer no meu canal. Meu canal é DJ Silene. E eu vou começar a fazer live logo, logo. So I'm telling her that I'm going to start doing some lives on my channel, and I will speak in Portuguese on my lives. I haven't started on my channel yet. And here we do it, every now and then. I'm doing
needed.
More often. As needed.
We just get the hankering.
Quando
we need to go live.
Quando a gente tem nada para fazer, a gente fala, vamos lá fazer uma live? Vamos. Aí a gente faz, eu faço com o DJ Gerry. Mas,
I couldn't do it without you because I need somebody to bounce off of. I mean, after a while, I can go for about 5 minutes and then I just run out of steam. It's like,
see, that's what I'm having a problem because I want to do it in Portuguese and DJ Gerry doesn't speak enough to kind of help me out on my channel. So I'm trying to invoke some people to come in, invoke incantations, so they can come in and help me out on my thing. Hold on, I got off this thing, baby.
I think we got another comment. Okay, so Gulkin, how are you doing this Is it afternoon? I think so. And
that was an older one.
That's
and
an older.
She said okay, so I get Ella. She understood.
Where does Maria live? Maria, where do you live? Like what part of Brazil?
DJ Gerry quer saber onde você mora, Maria Leca. I think she's in the Northeast too.
Oh, okay.
Eu acho que você tá no Nordeste, se não me engano. Agora eu esqueci. Eu preciso anotar todo mundo onde eles moram, porque eu tô conhecendo tanta gente, eu não tô conseguindo me lembrar. Because I keep meeting so many new people. I need to start writing it down, everybody where they're from, because there's so many people I meet in a day that I'm getting very confused where people are from. De onde que você é, Maria Leca? Qual cidade? So I'm kind of like confused about where people are from. And I want to write it down and make a big map and start pinning using the little pins. You know how they do, like pinning people into the map. And that's my...
How about Gulkin? We never did find out what part of Europe. She's a little shy, but I think she's in Europe because she's saying Guten Morgen, right? That sounds like somewhere in Europe.
I don't remember. We're going to have to go back and really see everybody and see where they're from and all that.
That's really cool. Star Wars fan, are you thinking about doing your own channel one day with content, or are you just more like to watch others? Or because we have a lot of people who have made the decision to do videos. It's amazing. There's just so many people out there doing them now.
Yeah, some of our friends, you know what I mean, as they see us doing it, they're like, well, if you guys can do this, you know what I mean, we can do it too. So they're doing it. And here is Maria Leca. She's saying that she is from Jabotão dos Guarapés, in Pernambuco. That's northeast. Pernambuco.
They have nice beaches over there too, right?
Uhum.
And the sand dunes, they have sand dunes.
Ela é de Pernambuco, é muito bonito, tem umas dunas. Eu acho que eu nunca fui para Pernambuco. I don't think I've ever been there. That's another place I need to go. E o Star Wars fan, ele é de Los Angeles também. He's from LA also. Maybe not sure. Hold on. Start talking to people. I'm going to start writing this thing where people are from.
Okay.
I'm going to start it right now. Don't leave it for later. Let me get a good notebook. Carry on.
All right. Well, anybody have any plans for the holidays? Are you going to spend it with family? We were thinking of going to hang out with some friends on the holidays, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get out of LA or not. Anybody have any plans, things that they want to do? All right. What else is going on? Well, look at this cat over here. Come on over here, kitty. Let's see if we can get this cat. This is a different cat. He's not quite as friendly. This is the klepto kitty, and this kitty steals a lot of gloves. We have a whole pile of them sitting outside that she drags in. It's something happened when they started remodeling the house 2 doors down, and she just, after that, it was about 3 or 4 years ago, she started to really bring all this stuff in, and it's just, we're talking about bags and bags full of personal belongings, clothes, and nobody will admit to owning any of it. Okay, I think she has had enough. She comes in and she just eats and runs. It's kind of like a drive-through restaurant here, fast food. We're going to let little kitty go outside there. We're going to she was on our stream, so now she gets to go and eat cat stuff outside. Steal me some gloves. Okay, give me some extra large. Just enough of those small gloves.
Yeah, she's the klepto kitty. So what did I miss so far? So getting the notebook to write my YouTube friends, and then eventually get the map.
Star Wars fan said he used to live in New York. What part of New York were you from? You said Queens, I think you were saying last time. You're the king of Queens. Oh, we got another kitty. You want to come over here, kitty? You want to be in the stream? We're using her little cat box to prop up our computer. So, you might be a little curious of why we have all this cat food up here. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I got an invitation here. Maria Leca said, quando vim para o Brasil, me visite. So when you come to Brazil, come visit. I sure will. Eu vou sim.
Thank you.
Porque
That's
eu
so
nunca
nice
fui
of
para
you.
Pernambuco e eu quero conhecer. Quero conhecer
And
sim.
visit.
Obrigada.
If you ever make it out to Hollywood, we'll take you out and show you a good time too.
Yeah, e quando você vier aqui para Los Angeles, a gente também passeia junto. Com certeza. Let me see my phone.
What is this one?
A gente mora
Queens, New York. The king of Queens over there. Or maybe the prince of Queens.
A gente mora em Los Angeles.
What do you like better, New York or Los Angeles? My other son wants to go to New York. He wants to go to school there. That's his big goal for next year, but we'll see how that goes. He won a car from a nice red Mustang from David Dobrik, and I can't believe he wants to be out of town where you go to New York. It's really hard to drive there. You end up taking Ubers and taxis and subways. If he was in LA, he would be driving a nice red Mustang.
That's right. So you really know he really wants to be there if he's giving up his Mustang. Yeah. But hey, I guess we're going to luck out.
Yeah, well, every time my car breaks down, I get to use his, and that's quite frequently these days.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet.
It's a nice car. It's a red Mustang convertible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's So, Star Wars fan, the next comment's gonna be, that's hard. I appreciate both New York and LA. I went to New York once, and it's funny because I'm from São Paulo. It's a very big city in Brazil, but when I got to New York, I felt so overwhelmed, very overwhelmed, like the feeling of it, like those big buildings and very quick. I don't know. It was different than São Paulo, which is also a very big city. So it was snowing and it was so cold, and we stayed in a very cheap hotel because I was very young at the time, couldn't afford anything, and it was like, I don't know. I felt very defeated by the city. Felt very big for me, but I have to go back another time. Hey, have to give it another try. Maybe we'll go. When our son wants to live there, whatever, we'll be going there a lot. So,
New York.
Start spreading the news.
I'm leaving today.
I want to make
The start of it in old New York. These vagabond shoes, they're longing to stray right to the very heart of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. Come on, come through, New York, New York. Yeah, all right. It's a great song. It's just like an instant crowd pleaser. I used to do all these musical shows. And I would always, I'd do that one, and I would do cabaret.
All right.
Come to the cabaret, my friends.
I have to show you a Brazilian for you, okay? Here's Maria Leca that I just met recently. She said that, para mim ir é mais difícil, minhas condições não dá. It's harder for her to come here than, because, it's harder for her to come over. But when we want to go visit, she offers her house for us to stay. It's a humble house, but she offers her house.
Yeah,
that's Brazil to you. Somebody you hardly know already offering the house. Muito obrigada, Maria Leca.
You have an honest face.
Estou falando que isso é o Brasil, uma pessoa que a gente só acabou de se conhecer, que você já está oferecendo sua casa, e é assim que é o Brasil, né? As pessoas são muito boas. Super obrigada mesmo.
That's really
isso
nice.
Que é bacana. Obrigada.
Thank you for making us feel welcome. That's really
nice. Artesanatos da Tânia. Hello, cheguei. Hello. Another Brazilian.
Right.
Mais uma brasileira aqui. Yay. All right.
Which city?
Maria Leca. Que cidade você é, Artesanatos da Tânia? Let's see what city Artesanatos da Tânia is from. And Star Wars talking about New York. Woohoo! All right, this is going to be interesting, because now we're going to be talking in English, and I'll do the Portuguese, you do the English. Agora vai ser interessante, porque a gente vai falar em português, vamos falar em inglês. Eu falei, eu falo do português, ele fala do inglês.
To the bone, to the bone, to the bone, to the bone.
Yeah, what else do you know in Portuguese?
Gravata. I know fralda, comida, casa, casamento. See, there's a lot of words there.
All right.
Parallelepipedou, the hardest word in the whole Portuguese language. That means parallelepipedou means cobblestone streets.
Artesanato da Tânia é de Espírito Santo. She's from Espírito Santo. It's another city in the Northeast that I don't know. Eu nunca fui para Espírito Santo. Aí, ó, já tô pondo na lista aqui todos os lugares que eu quero ir e o nome de todas as pessoas que vivem nos lugares. Assim, quando eu for viajar, vou contactar todo mundo e fazer uma visita assim num lugar público, né? Não precisa também ir aí encher vocês nas suas casas, mas pra gente se encontrar pessoalmente. Não ia ser legal? Fazer um tour, YouTube, visitando todos os amigos Pode ser num café, tomar um cafezinho num Starbucks ou num... Deixa eu ver, o que tem aí no Brasil? No McDonald's. So, yeah. That would be so much fun. Isso ia ser muito legal. Artesanato da Tânia, nós somos de Los Angeles, da Califórnia, nos Estados Unidos. She's asking where we're from. Artesanato da Tânia, and that's where we're from. E quando vocês vierem, a gente também pode levar para passear, conhecer Los Angeles. E eu tenho um canal, no meu canal eu falo em português e mostro coisas dos Estados Unidos. Vou pôr o meu canal aqui também, para vocês saberem. Mas já somos amigas, né? Aqui está o meu canal. Los Angeles, muito chique. She said, LA is very fancy.
It can be a little casual too sometimes.
Ele falou que também pode ser meio
You
casual.
can dress it up or dress it down.
Dá para vestir mais chique e menos chique. Dá para fazer dos dois jeitos. Não, mas é bacana. É bacana. Los Angeles é uma cidade... tem muita gente, muita coisa acontecendo em uma cidade muito grande. Ela se espalha muito por muitas áreas, mas tem umas áreas que são muito legais e outras que não são tão assim, legais, mas em geral é uma cidade bacana. Bem bacana mesmo de morar. It's a nice city to live, and I'm telling how it kind of spreads far away. It's a very big city, but some areas are really nice and some not as nice, but still pretty.
Yeah, the people are very friendly and very festive when I'm in there. They really like to have a good time and socialize. They're very friendly. Make friends pretty easily. You can make friends like in the waiting in line to go to the supermarket.
Amiga, me visita no Instagram. Visito sim. Põe aí qual que é o teu Instagram. I will visit you on Instagram. Put your Instagram. And then Artesanato da Tânia saying it's like Brazil then. Yeah, it's like Brazil. Some really nice places and some places are not so nice. É exatamente como o Brasil. Alguns lugares super bacanas e outros, às vezes, não. Também na mesma cidade, né? Tem bairros assim que são mais afluentes e outros logo do lado nem tanto. Lugares bacanas, lugares não tão bacanas. É, assim também como no Brasil. É bem assim mesmo. Mas o que eu gosto daqui é que às vezes parece que você está num filme, porque a gente vê tantas coisas em filme dos Estados Unidos, e às vezes você anda na rua e você fala, nossa, parece que eu estou no filme, por exemplo, o pessoal está decorando as casas para o Natal, talvez eu faça um vídeo sobre isso, eu já fiz do Halloween, não sei se vocês já viram, mas é uma coisa assim tão, parece que, né, coisa de filme, porque realmente as casas que estão nos filmes são filmadas, casas reais aqui, né, então é muito legal. É bacana isso. Aqui é o Instagram da Maria Leca. Quem não tem... Quem não tem, tá aí. Então, o meu canal... let's see. Então, meu canal Artesanato da Tânia, eu pus aí antes, é DJ Silene. E este é o Instagram da Leca, quem quiser seguir. E o meu Instagram também é DJ Silene. Se vocês quiserem me seguir lá, é a mesma coisa que meu canal, DJ Silene. E o do DJ Gerry, a gente pôs um pouquinho aqui mais para cima. O
Yeah, if you go to Instagram, you can connect, you can private message, we can look at each other's pictures. And
no Instagram tem bastante coisa para ver.
That's not available on YouTube.
Tem foto, dá para a gente falar na mensagem. Aqui, esse é o do DJ Gerry. Esse é o Instagram dele. Vocês também podem ir, aí ele vai também no de vocês. E o meu Instagram é DJ Silene. Colocando aqui. Aham. Ela quer saber se ela pode apagar agora.
Might be okay.
Let me see, did I go yet?
See that?
Pode sim. Pode apagar e aí me segue lá que eu volto para te seguir, que eu ainda não entrei no teu, mas me segue que eu volto. Ah, legal, artesanato da Tânia, she's your friend already. She already follows you
Oh, cool.
on Instagram. That's cool.
We got some awesome friends.
Yeah, a gente tem muito amigo legal. Isso aqui é tão bacana. A gente começa a conhecer tanta gente legal, uma pessoa atrás da outra, que é muito legal. E o que vocês vão fazer pro Natal, pro Ano Novo?
My son just found some chocolate-covered.
Is it good?
I guess by his expression, it's not. You be the judge.
Let me see.
I liked it. I don't know. I'm not that picky though. So
É um pretzel coberto com chocolate. Muito bom.
I liked it. I don't know.
Eu também gostei.
I'm not as picky as he's. My son's a little bit more selective with what he likes.
More selective on expiration dates also. We're like, just how I am.
Mm-hmm. What else going on?
What else is going on? Well, I'm working on a new video. I think I was talking about it last week. I just haven't filmed it yet, but I've been thinking about it because I have 2 different channels, so I have to keep thinking about doing videos for both channels. And then plus we do a lot of streams, so I don't really do as many videos now because we do a lot of live streams. But I wanted to do about the forgotten Beatle, Jimmy Nichols. You know, you mean you forgot who Jimmy Nichols was? Yeah, he was one of the Beatles. John, Paul, George, and Jimmy. He took over for Ringo Starr when Ringo Starr was ill, I think in 1964. Couldn't finish off the tour and did some TV shows. And
Artesanato da Leca is asking what time is here. Agora aqui são 12h31. 12h31. 12:31. I'm sorry. You can go back to it.
Oh, okay. I was almost done.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting.
No, it's okay. Come back.
No, I'll be back. I just want to check something.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Anybody else working on a new video that they want to talk about? Anybody have a request for making a video?
Yeah, alguma coisa que queria ver aqui?
Dallas, you want to come over here and show us your teenage ninja turtles? You got some teenage ninja turtles cookies over there. We were saving it for the right occasion, and the right occasion is basically if you save it too long, then it becomes the wrong occasion.
Where Artesanatos da Tânia is 5:35, 5:35, because she's more like north. Like São Paulo is 5 hours, and I guess she is also 5 hours. Actually,
We've crossed the international date line.
Yeah, a gente atravessou a barreira do tempo. Com certeza.
What about you? Are you going to come up with a new video? Are you thinking about
eu tenho 2 ideias para fazer agora. Eu queria ir lá no Target. Eles têm aqui essa mania de usar malha feia. É tipo o ugly sweater. Remember the ugly sweater?
Oh, yeah, the ugly sweater.
So, eles têm essa mania. Então, eu fui lá no Target, tá cheio dessas malhas muito feias, tem uns macacão feio. E eu queria ir lá experimentar as coisas, mostrar como é que é. Tenho vontade de fazer esse trabalho e também passar pela minha vizinhança, mostrando as casas, como é que elas estão. I also want to go to the neighborhood, showing the houses. E também estou com vontade de fazer um live no meu canal, porque eu nunca fiz um live no canal. Então, estou tentando fazer isso. E é isso. E vocês, que trabalho vocês vão fazer? Alguma coisa nova? Vão cantar mais? A Maria Leca já começou a seguir a gente. She started following us. Thank you, obrigada. E depois eu vou lá, que agora eu tô aqui usando meu telefone para também ver o que está acontecendo. Tá, beijo, Maria Leca.
Yeah,
beijo,
feel
obrigada
better.
por ter vindo. And he's saying, ele espera que você se sinta melhor. Eu também espero que você se sinta melhor. Deita um pouco, dor de cabeça, às vezes deitada no escurinho, melhora.
We'll keep you in our thoughts and our prayers for
Yes.
speedy recovery.
Ele falou que a gente vai te manter nos nossos pensamentos, nas nossas orações, para você melhorar rapidinho. E o artesanato da Tânia está pedindo para eu fazer uns vídeos bem bacanas. She's asking, artesanato da Tânia is asking me to make some cool videos. Yeah, eu tô tentando.
What subjects does she like to
O
see?
que você gostaria de ver? O que seria interessante? Ele está perguntando. Será que seria interessante de mostrar aqui dos Estados Unidos? Eu também quero fazer um na minha classe. Eu estou fazendo uns projetos de Natal com as crianças e quero mostrar isso. Eu já mostrei os projetos do Thanksgiving e agora eu quero mostrar de Natal. So I'm telling her that I want to show I might do one in my class showing the Christmas projects because I showed the Thanksgiving projects already. So I wanted to show the Christmas ones next and what the kids are doing. I have a lot of really cool projects in our class.
Yeah, you're really good at arts and crafts.
Eu adoro fazer projeto com as crianças. Eu estou fazendo um projeto. É uma pena que eu não posso filmar as crianças. It's a shame that I can't really film the kids. But I'm doing one that is like the stocking and they're sewing the stocking.
Wow.
Eu estou fazendo um projeto que é tipo aquelas meinhas que eles penduram na lareira para o Papai Noel pôr docinho dentro. E as crianças estão costurando. Eu cortei o feltro, furei, né, com os buraquinhos, e as crianças estão costurando com linha, assim, passando a linha, né, pelos buraquinhos, e é muito legal, e eu filmei elas, mas eu não posso mostrar as crianças. Então, só vou mostrar o projeto feito. So I can't show the kids, only the end project. And then they decorated with some glitter glue, e eles decoraram com uma cola brilhante, assim.
Those kids are really lucky to have you as a teacher because you really
Thank you.
like a really special. Sometimes you make these videos for open house of the highlights of some of the projects. They're amazing.
Ele tá falando que as crianças têm sorte de me ter como professora. Eu falei, obrigada. E às vezes ele tá falando que eu ponho esses filmes, quando vem os pais, vêm visitar a escola, eu tento, por isso que eu filmo as crianças, mas para os pais, né? Aí eu ponho as crianças para eles verem elas fazendo esses projetos. Sabe como que é criança, né? Chega em casa e pergunta, o que você fez hoje na escola? Ah, não fiz nada. Então, assim, pelo menos eles sabem o que foi feito. Vou traduzir isso. I do it because sometimes the kids go home and they say, oh, what did you do at school today? And they're like, oh, I didn't do anything today. So then I show the videos to the parents so they can see all the work that we do at school and all the cool stuff that the kids are doing. And the parents love it. I mean, the best movie for a parent is to see their kids. That's it. O melhor filme para uns pais é ver os filhos. Não existe coisa mais bacana do que ver os filhos. Right? There's nothing better than seeing your children.
Yeah.
Or pictures of your children in a project. The parents love it. I mean, what can be better than the picture of your kids?
We buy stuff of our son. You know, they make these postcards out of their arts and crafts, and I bought a soap dispenser once.
É verdade, aqui a professora de arte do meu filho pôs os projetos num website que você pode comprar. Então eu comprei um chaveiro dele, comprei cartão postal, a gente já comprou um negócio que dispensa sabão. Os projetos dos nossos filhos é a melhor arte que existe. Right? Our children's project is the best art. All right, so Artesanatos da Tânia is saying that it's hard to find ideas to tape because we have to create every day, but she thinks that my stocking video is going to be really nice. And it's good that the parents know what the children study. Então, a
Ties it in with
artesanato
the
da
thing.
Tânia falou, é tão difícil achar ideias para gravar, a gente tem que se inovar todo dia. Creio que seu vídeo das meias vai ficar top. Verdade. É bom os pais saber que os filhos estudam. É verdade. Ai, sorry. Caiu meu telefone. Mas é verdade.
Caiu.
Caiu. Vou ver se eu faço esse projeto e mostro todas as coisinhas que as criancinhas fizeram. É bem legal. É difícil ter um foco. Meu vídeo não tem foco. Eu falo de coisas diferentes. Então eu falo em português, falo em inglês. É uma confusão total por enquanto. Mas com o tempo vou aperfeiçoando. Futuramente quero fazer uns lives em português, ver se alguém faz comigo. Porque é bom ter uma pessoa junto para, né? I'm gonna do lives in Portuguese and looking for somebody to do with me because it's good to have somebody to bounce the ideas.
Anybody want any takers? Anybody want?
É. Isso que eu tô com vontade de fazer.
Well, you know, if you want me to translate in English, you can tell me a little bit what it means, and then we can do it like a 50-50.
It's hard, right? I don't know what I'm gonna talk about.
Good
Difícil
luck
saber o que ele
on
vai
that one.
traduzir e fala para ele antes. Eu não sei do que eu vou falar, né? Vai ser uma coisa que depende do que as pessoas estão falando. Uma coisa muito espontânea, na verdade. Mas é bacana. Ah, meu vídeo aqui no telefone tá atrasado. Eu tô vendo o gatinho vindo na tela. I'm seeing the cat coming to the screen because on my phone it's a little bit behind. That's really cool.
Which cat? Like
when you held the
God, that
string.
was about 20 minutes ago.
I know. I guess when I stop, the thing stops
catches up
and then
or something.
catches up. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Não entendo muito bem como funciona isso, mas ele vai indo conforme tá acontecendo aqui.
Gosh, I'm ready for a nap.
I know. Parece que quando a
tired.
gente vai assistir filme, você começa
I
a
got up
dormir.
early last night. I got up around 2:30 in the morning. I feel like it's about 8 o'clock at night right now.
Uhum.
I just couldn't sleep. Do you ever get that? Like this, just wake up and you feel well rested, and then
Quando você
And then around
acorda e parece que
12:30
dorme
and
pouco e depois
the
fica
next day
cansado
it kind of hits
depois.
you.
Acontece.
I got a lot of stuff done though. I was able to, we were packing stuff for eBay. We sell stuff, so we had a lot of customers because this is the Christmas season. So we had a lot of people. One guy bought a bundle. He bought 4 CDs. So that's going to take a while, just get all that stuff together.
Maybe we should go get that going. We've been here for a while. How long have we been here?
I would say at least an hour and 42 minutes and
Really?
43 seconds. Time flies when you're having fun.
That's right. It really does. So we got some new friends and we saw some old friends as we were
Hey, you guys are
here.
great. Thank you for
A gente
coming.
já tá
I
aqui há um
mean,
tempinho, fizemos novos amigos.
we wanted to dedicate this stream to you. I know we labeled a lot of them, Kiss memorabilia or whatever. But we said, we want to spend more time finding out about you, and we did. We learned about where a lot of them live and their hobbies, and about some of their upcoming ideas for videos. So that's cool. We want to get to know. This is like a chance for us to get to know you a little bit more.
Yeah.
And because this is where we spend most of our time now.
Mas sim, artesanatos da Tânia falou, vocês são muito simpáticos e educados, gostei muito hoje. Não vou poder ficar mais na live porque vou arrumar meu filho para ir para a igreja. Aqui já vai anoitecer, mas volto com certeza assim que eu ver vocês live. Beijos. Oh, thank you so much. Said she can't stay. She liked meeting us, but she can't stay long. She's going to church. She's getting her son.
Oh, don't worry.
Church.
We're gonna
But
wrap
she'll
it up
come back.
anyway. We're so glad that you came. Anytime you come, it's a good
super
time.
Obrigada. And
It's
DJ
a great
Gerry
time.
tá dizendo que qualquer hora que você vier é uma super boa hora. Super obrigada por ter vindo. E põe o sininho e vem me acompanhar se um dia eu fizer um live em português, por favor, porque eu nunca fiz, então não sei como é que vai ser. Mas super obrigada por ter vindo. Também já sou sua amiga agora. E a gente vai continuar um ajudando ao outro. E assim que é legal, conhecendo gente nova. A gente também vai fechar o live, porque o DJ Gerry tá para dormir aqui. We're gonna also close live because you're about to fall asleep.
I gotta eat some more sugar.
Yeah,
to keep
let's
me
eat
awake.
some more sugar. All right, we're going to say bye-bye to everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Make sure you follow me too, DJ Seleni. And when I go to live, please come to my live.
Yeah, we gotta stay alive and
Yeah,
alive.
staying alive.
Stay alive, stay alive.
All right, and
Don't forget
to keep on
rocking.
rocking. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye
Have
now.
a great day.
Thank you for coming.